Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Doreen and this is Doreen Handcraft. If you're new here and you have not subscribed, can you please subscribe to this channel? And today we are going to learn how to make a tangle neck halter top, and it's also a crop top. If you have not subscribed, can you please subscribe? And for those subscribers that are coming back, thank you very much, and I don't take it for granted. And this is all you need: tape measure, and also you need a scissors, and also you need a medium size hook. This 3.0, you can use smaller than this, and I'm going to use a medium size yarn. This is Winter King, so you should have different color because you're going to do a multicolor tangle neck halter top crop. So it's very easy, and I'm going to use my measurements. So this is just for the tutorial, and we're going to chain 25, and this size small and medium. So if you want a bigger size than this, you can add this side, you can add to 30, you can add to 45. It depends on how big you are. So for a plus size, you just do the addition on this side and it will be okay. So after you do the chain 25, add 2 because you're going to do a half double crochet, then go back to the 25th, then put your yarn there, put it out and pull it through. Just grab your yarn in, out and pull it through. So this is half double crochet. We're going to half double crochet to the end of the chain, and the end of the chain you'll have 25 half double crochet. So give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and also share, and let me have your comment after the video. So at the end you will have 25 half double crochet. It's very easy. So if you're small, very small, you reduce to 20. It depends how small you are. So at the end here, you chain 2, then you turn. When you turn, this one doesn't act as a as a half double crochet, so you go immediately to the first loop and make a half double crochet, and then the second one you use back loop only. You do a half double crochet, back loop only. It's only the first one that you're using the 2. Then if you continue, you do a back loop only. Let me before the end here. So I'm at the end here. This is the last one. You take 2 of them, pull it through, and before you finish, you add another yarn, another color that you'll have. So make a loop. In this case, you can make a loop, but most of the time I like just to join. What I do, I'm supposed to add here when I make a loop. Let me show you. If you want to make a loop, what you do. If you're using the loop one, what you do is you grab your yarn and pull this through, and also chain 2. And another method, instead of you pulling that through, what you do is you make sure you finish like that. That means this is the end. Then you give it a small allowance. Then you cut the yarn. After you cut the yarn, remove the first one and then join your yarn here. After you've joined, make sure it's tight. Instead of you letting the yarn to hang, then you'll come later to hide them. This is the way you do. So it's tight, and this is exactly what we want. So you go back and do a half double crochet. You can see you have started the yellow one. Then chain 2, turn immediately. In this first turn, you make a half double crochet immediately. Then go using the back loop. So we are going to to crochet 10 lines for our tutorial, but if your measurement are bigger, you can add 12, you can add 14, you can add 15, the exact number that you can be able to divide by 2. So this is how you do it. You can see we have already hide the yarn, so there's no need of taking a needle and hiding them inside, and the work is very neat. So you continue like that. So we are going to crochet 10 line of these, but you can also do 12 rows, but in this case we'll only be doing 10. Then chain 2 immediately, then turn with this one, half double crochet, then continue like that. Let's meet at the end as we change the yarn. So I'm at the end here. So what I do my full half double crochet, then I give it a small allowance, then I cut that yarn. After I cut, I undo the first one, then I join my yarn. Immediately it's tight, I cut it, then I go back and finish my double crochet. So this yarn, it's supposed to come out when it's green, so you can see we are very perfect. Then you chain 2, sorry, then you turn immediately, you put a half double crochet. So let's continue like this, and we meet in the 10th line. I've finished line 10. This is how it looks like. It's beautiful. So we are going to add this side. This is the side that I'm doing the additional. So I'm going to make this is the top side, and this is the lower side. This is the body side, and this is upper side. So I'm going to do the additional. We're now going to part 2. We're going to add this side and also adding this side. So on top here, that's where you should have a stitch marker if you cannot master where the side that is a side that you have started with. So what you do, if you don't have a stitch marker, you can mark with any other color. Just put a color anywhere like that, a mark showing that this is the top and this is the lower side. So I've already turned with chain 2. So after you turn with chain 2, immediately here put 2 half double crochet on the same loop, then continue with back loop only. So we are going to do the additional this side 10 times, and you are going to addition down there also 10 times. Then we come back and add this side again wider 10 times. So it's a total of 10 10 10. So this is the second part we are adding. We have like 4 parts of this tangle neck halter multicolor crochet top. So like that. Then when you reach at the end here, you do half double crochet, then you chain 1 2 3 4, then you turn. When you turn with 4, chain 2, then go back to the chain 4. So you just omit 2, then you go back with half double crochet on this chain 4. Then after you finish the chain 4, you continue with back loop only for the rest, and let's meet here. So I'm here at the end. What you do, I told you, you finish with 2 half double crochet. So when you do your 2 half double crochet at the end, before you pull, after you pull here, you cut your yarn, and then you do the additional of the other one. For me, this one is easy, also for beginner. If you have never done 2 colors together, instead of hiding them with after you have finished, it's also work to hide them. So you reduce this one, make sure it's tight, then you finish with 2 half double crochet. Sorry. So make sure it's 2. You're doing additional of 2. So chain 2 again, then turn. Immediately you turn in this first loop, you make 2 half double crochet, then you continue with half double crochet. So this side we are just doing additional for the next 10 line, so it will be going up. It's additional to be going up. You see, it's come like this and then it goes up, and this side we are adding this one. So let's meet at the end here. I show you the last time, then we do 10 lines. So we have chain already, we have chain 4 plus 2, so you omit these 2. When you reach at the end here, you just chain 4, then you turn. Let's do it from here so that you can be able to know. So at the end, you finish the one that is the end here, you chain 4, then you chain 2 for the half double crochet, then you turn immediately. So do 4 half double crochet, then you continue like that. Let's meet when we are at the 10th line after we have done. So you can realize it's increasing. This side is increasing like that, and we're going to increase for the next 10 line this side, and this then increase this side, and when we come back I'll show you how to go about it. You can see we are at the 10th line, so it's supposed to be 10 rows. Each of this color is 2 2, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 10. So 10 is 20 rows. You can see this side is increasing, so we are going to continue increasing this side for another 8 rows, and we're also going to increase this side as we continue, because you can see I've already added here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with chain with this color. Now let me cut the yarn here. Let's cut this yarn. So we are going to change the color because you're going to the next row, and the next row it's additional this side and additional the other side. So what I shall do is I'll add this color here. I told you this is my way. If you have your easy way to join, it will be easy. You can see it's beautiful. It doesn't have work. I'll not go back and hide the yarn again. Maybe I'll just do a small binding to cover the one that I've cut, but I'll not be having more work to hide the yarn. So when you finish here, we did our additional first. I've joined my yarn, so then chain another 35. We're going to chain 35. Now we are increasing this side, but this is our neck side. So the tangle neck start from here now. This is the neck side. So I'm going to chain 35, but if you want the one that it rolls twice, you can chain 40. So 35 for me in this size, it's okay. So let's chain 35. This is it. This is chain 35. Then omit 2, then go back with half double crochet. Let's meet at the end of chain 35 here. So as you can see, I've done already half double crochet to the chain 35. So continue with back loop only to the rest this side. So back loop only, you do a continuation. So let's finish this one. Let's meet at the end here. You see, we are at the end, and we are going to do as usual the additional. So you chain 1, 2, 3, 4, then chain 2, then go back with 4 half double crochet in this chain. Then after you finish the chain, you continue the way we do. It's just a repeat of that. So we'll be doing that, and now we'll just be reaching here. We'll not do any additional this side or deduction, so it will be like that. We are going for a total of 8 rows, and then when we come back with 8 rows, I'll show you how it looks like. You can be able to see we have 3 parts. We have this part, the first part, the second part additional, then the third part we only added once, then we not add for another 10 rows. But in this case, when we reach 8, we'll come back and show you how to continue this side. So we are going to continue this side another 8 rows. So let's come back when we have added another 8 rows. I've finished line 8 here in yellow. Then this is line 9. I've started line 9, but when I reach at the end here, instead of now adding this one 4, I'm going to add 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Then 2, additional of 2 to act as a half double crochet. Then I'm going back with 2 with 8 half double crochet on this chain 8, like that. Then continue with half double crochet again to the end. So we are going to crochet this one. This is line 10. This is line 8, 9, and the 10. So we are now going to start another stage because we are grouping a 10, 10, 10. So the next 10 after this one, we are not going to add the 2. The first 1, 2, the first line 1 and 2, we are just going throughout. So let's crochet this one, then we add another 2 line, and I'll come back and show you how it looks like. As you can see, there are 2 here that we have not reduced. 2 of them, they have gone straight like that. So we are going to do a reduction now this side. We were adding this side, now we're going to reduce the other side. So what you do is you slip stitch on the 8 half double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Immediately after you slip stitch 8, the 9, you chain 1, 2. Then after you chain 2 in the immediate hole, you do half double crochet. Then you go back loop only, half double crochet to the end. So back loop only, half double crochet to the end. We are going to repeat this way So the next, when you come, you'll only reduce 4. Let's go back. Let's finish this out. Let me come back. I'll show you how to reduce again. I'm back to this line. You can see this is the extension line. We did a slip stitch here 8 times because we added 8 while going down. So we are now going to the normal one, this one. So what you do is chain 1, then do a slip stitch 4 of them. 4 of them. Then after you've done that, chain 2. Immediately after chain 2, we do a half double crochet. Then go to the back loop only, a half double crochet. So continue with the half double crochet to the end. So we are going to do the same thing like this one until we are in the 10th line again. I told you it's additional of 10, 10, 10. So as you can confirm, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 10 line for the first part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 10 line for the second part, the reduction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is another 10 line for addition of this side. And then 1. So we are going to do another 10 line this side. Then when we are finished, we'll now do a reduction. Let's come back when we are at this place, this side. We do a reduction of this side. So let's continue. We do extra 10. And let me explain for you here. When you want to add here, you can crochet this line to line 7. Then line 8, you go down like this with 8 double crochet. Then line 9, you do another, and line 10, you do a constant. Then you do another 2 lines of the other side, line 1 and line 2. Then you can have 2 this side and 2 the other side. But you can also just do the same way I've done like this, or you can add 4 so that this side can expand a little. So you can start somewhere like this one. So this, all these 6 can be on the same side. So it also depends on this side. When you want it bigger, what you do is you can omit adding this side, but you can add this side. So you can do 10 or 12 or 14 or 16. So the more you expand, the more you get bigger thing. And you can do 6 this side when you're expanding, and you can do 2 here when it's around 12. When you can do 6 when it's around 14. So let's continue like that and meet while we are reducing this side. Okay, this is it. As you can see, we are done with the first, the second, the third, and the fourth part. Now we are going to the second last part. That is a part like this one. So we are going to do a decrease this side and a decrease this side, because this one we did an increase. So we'll do a decrease from this side going down. So we're only reducing this side, and the other side we are still continuing for until this part is over. So we are now going to do another 10 for this part, this side. So what you do is, this is the end. I'm going to chain 2, and I'm also going to cut this yarn. I'm cutting this yarn because we are going to continue with our neck, the other part. You can see this is our tangle neck. We are finished with the first part. So the second part, I'll just do an additional here, then I do the second part to this side. So we are, because we finished from this side and our tangle neck was 35. So what you do is you count 35 from this side until you reach where we started. So this is it. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So our fifth is here, so is here. So we are going to start in our 36, which is here. So we're going to add this yarn. So you do a loop, then we are going this way. Now we have cut the yarn this side, that means you're going this way, so you add here. What you do, this is the first one. What you do, you go to the same loop again, then take the second loop, then pull this through. So we are starting our reduction. So the other loop, we go through the back loop only. So use back loop only after you have done your reduction. So we are going to do this way. So let's go and come back, because this side is the same. So when you come back this side, I'll show you how to reduce this side. I'm here, I'm only remaining with these two loops, 1 and 2, because you are doing a reduction. Sorry, there are 3. So 1 and 2. So what you do, you take loop 1. Sorry, let me repeat from here. Remain with only 2 loop. This is loop 1 and this is loop 2. So what you do is you take your yarn, then put together in the first loop, then come to the second loop and do the same and pull this one through like that. Then chain 2. After you chain 2, you turn. So when you turn, we are going to do the same reduction. What you do is you take the first loop, take the second loop, then pull this through, then you continue. So because you're using 2 colors, what you do is, if you're finished here, this is the last loop, you cut the yarn. If you're using my style of joining the yarn, then you join the yarn, you undo, you join the yarn, make it tight, cut the other yarn. Then let's do it again. This is the last loop. You take the yarn, pull 1, then pull 2, then pull this through like that. Then you chain 2. After you chain 2, you turn. Immediately you turn, you take 1, then 2, then you pull this through again, and go back now with the back loop only. After 2 reduction, you just do the back loop only. So we'll be doing the same. When you come back, you reduce. When you're going, you reduce again for the next 10 line. We are now done with the reduction part. Now we are going straight around again 5 lines to look exactly like this one. So we are going to the last part. This is the last part. Now we have finished this tangle neck crop top. So what you do, just go this way and coming this way without any reduction or additional. So they are 25. Make sure they are 25 as you go, the way we started with 25 here, so that they look the same. So let's finish with these 5 lines, then we come back and show you how to bind. I am done. This is it. Now we are going to the second part now, putting the hose for our rope on the back. So what you do is you chain 1, then chain 2, 1, 2, you omit 2 loops, you go to the next loop, then you make a single crochet to the next 4 loops, 1, 2, 3, then 4, then chain 2, 1, 2, you omit 2 loop, then you make single crochet for the next 4 loop, 1, 2, you omit 2, like that. make sure it's 4 single crochet, then 1 2, you omit 2, you go to the next one, 2 3, 1 2 3 and 4, like that. Then you chain 1, you turn. When you turn, make single crochet. When you turn, you make single crochet. When you reach at the hole, you also make 2 single crochet on it, then make single crochet like that, like that, 2 single crochet on the hole, and when you reach at the end, you make 2 single crochet, then you turn. Now you can do your binding on top of this one. You can go around and do the binding, or you cut the yarn first, because you should also look where the correct side is. This is the wrong side, so instead of cutting the yarn, this is the correct side, you do a single crochet as you hide these loops, a single crochet on top of all these. So let's do a single crochet. There's the best way to hide. If you can do a binding. If you don't want, also you can leave it without a binding. It will also be okay with that. Most of them have not done the binding, but if you're using only one color, you don't need this binding. So you see, it has really bind very well. So bind to this place, just single crochet in each and every loop. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and also share, and let me have your comment if I really help you to crochet this angle neck. So when you reach here, you slip stitch, then you cut the yarn. So after you cut the yarn, you can tie it twice before you cut it completely. Instead of hiding, it may come out again. So you cut it completely after you have done the second loop, and this is it. We can see. So we are going to do the same to the other side. So we're just going to use the yellow because we have started with the yellow for the binding, or else you can alternate to green, then you do a green this side, but for me, I think I'll just go with the same color so that when I do my rope, it will look very beautiful. So for this one, we'll start this side so that we do our binding as we go this side. So this side. So you're starting with 4 double crochet, then chain 2, then 1, you omit 2, 1 2 3 and 4, 2 chain, omit 2, the next one you do 1 2 3 and 4, chain 2, omit 2, you make 1 2 3 and 4, then chain 2, then do a single crochet, then turn. So when you turn, you do a single crochet, then 2 single crochet here, single crochet on the 4 loops, then 2 single crochet here, single crochet on the next loops, 2 single crochet, the hole like that. And when you finish, you cut the yarn, then you start the binding from the other side like that. Then when you are done, you cut the yarn, or when you start in this side, you can start binding from this side going this side. So you cut the yarn, then you tie this one several times before you remove them. And because we have already done this side, we are now doing the binding from this side, the correct side. You just go to the correct side and do the binding. So this is the correct side. You start the binding from this place as you go this place, and after you are finished, we are going to crochet a rope using this color green, because you are finished with the yellow. You can see it's looking very beautiful. This is the correct side. So what you do, it will look like this. This is the wrong side. So you can see it's beautiful. So we're going to make a rope of it. Then we'll go to and make and finish our tangle neck. So just take 2 ropes. Do a chain 140 if you're using this small hook. Then slip stitch to the next chain. Slip stitch until you are on the last 140 chain. This is how you do your slip stitch, so as to make it tighter. And you can also just make two yarn together and just do a chain 140. It's also good, but I like it this way because it looks elegant. So continue doing that until you finish. So after you finish this one, I'm going to show you how to continue with this tangle neck. I've finished with the rope, so let me show you how to tie it. It's just simple. You start from this side, go to the other side like that. Then you tie them cross. This one comes this side, this one comes the other side like that. So you put down because you started with up. Then this one you put down. Just cross them together like that. Then this one goes the other side, this one the other side, and this one this side, and this one the other side. This is it, you can see. Then you will pull this one together when you want to tighten it, or when to lose it, you lose like that. Then you tie this one here, so you can make a bigger rope so that you can remain with some when you're tying. So I'm going to show you how to continue with this side of the neck. So what you do, we finish at this place, so you just remove this one a little because I'm using a method of additional. Then I'll cut the yarn here and I'll add this one. Sorry about the noises. Then make it tight like that, then cut more yarn, the remaining yarn. And after that, finish the way we had finished, then chain 2, turn. So we are continuing from here. So we are going to crochet 35 down to here, then we come back. 35, you come back. So let's do 2 down here. So at the corner here, you just do like that, then chain 2 and turn. So we are going to repeat that way until we do the same line we did here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. We're going to do the same with other 10 line. Then when you come back, I'll show you how to join together. We are almost done. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. You can see how beautiful it is. Please subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and also share, and let me have your comment. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. You can see I'm done with this side. Finish doing this part, and also we are done with this side. So I'm going to show you how to join here, and this is what you're going to do. We are going to join with the correct side. You're going to start from this side, or you can start from the other side. Any side can do. So I'm going to use a slip stitch to join, but if you cannot join with the crochet, you can use the needle. So this is what you do. You put your crochet here, then you slip stitch like that. Just slip stitch to the end, but because of this color, let's slip stitch from this side going the other side, so that this will remain on one side. So you should always check the color, the way they rhyme, so that it looks better and decent also. So you start from here, then you pull this through like that. So you're taking this side and this side, then you pull through. It's called a slip stitch. So we're going to slip stitch to the end. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel, like my videos, give it a thumbs up, and also share. Let me have your comment also. I'll be very glad if you do one. Let me see what you have done also. You can share with me what you have done. This is it. You can see it's joining very well. So join to the end. I'm joining outside because these are tangle neck will be folding ups and down. So that's why I'm joining from the outside. But there's also 2 ways of joining. This is first one. The second one, you can pick this one and this one, then you slip stitch instead of picking both inside and out, and this one you slip stitch, this one you slip stitch. But I like this one because it's stronger and you are very sure it will not untangle. Or just use a needle yarn. It also works like that. So it's easy like that. Please subscribe, and thank you very much for those who have subscribed to my channel. May God bless you. And please share my video. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. So when you reach at the end here, you can see we have these yarn that are loitering here. So what you do, you can trim them first. Then after you've done that, you start now binding. You can bind now with a single crochet all through, but don't tighten. So make close single crochet so that it can also expand. Then when you have done with that, you'll be cleared your your tangle neck halter top. So we'll finish this one later. As you can see, you fold this one like that. We have done our joining here, so you can see it's looking beautiful and it's like you have not joined. So that is the main aim of slip stitching one side. So this is it. If you don't want to do the binding, just cut the yarn and you'll be through with that. I'll try and hide the yarn. This is how beautiful it is. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel and let me have your comment if you like this video. Thank you very much, and let's meet on the next video.